you want to say, hey, what's Fajardo doing? Your offensive line should have that protected. That's got to be a frustrating start for Edmonton's offense.
Blanchard, 13 for 13 on the season. And he puts another one through. And
being a pro, you have to get over that quickly.
They'll go to Butler. He's caught in the backfield. And he's wrapped up. And that's much better for Edmonton than what we saw a couple of weeks ago for James Butler, as Butler ran all over the Elks in Kelowna.
Yeah, and when I watch this film, I don't want to take anything away from Butler, because you look at him breaking tackles, it was really a special performance, but I thought that Edmonton was misaligned a lot. They were so focused in on stopping the RPO kind of screen game from Rourke that they forgot about this guy, and he made them pay. So if they stay like discipline, you hear the age-old cliche, do your job. Gap integrity is another one, Dustin. I'm getting all the cliches right now. That will help slow him down if you're Edmonton.
Empty this time for Bryce. Has a completion. And an excellent effort trying to push it ahead from Senecal, but in the end, they were in a second and long. That'll bring up third down, and they will have to kick it away once again.
So I'll say this, I know it's early in the game, Dustin, but right now both head coaches, Buck Pierce and Killam, you got to start thinking, okay, so Rourke's out of the game. We've struggled to move the ball, Edmonton offensively. We need to already start to adapt and have the feel of the game, which is get points as quickly as you can, even if it's 1, even if it's 3, just continue to stack points.
Meyer boots it away. Leaf's going to run up underneath this, takes it at the 25.
Now, not only is his career alive, it's thriving as he pursues those records that you just laid out there. Now, talking to Rankin, the 29-year-old says that he owes a lot of his success to his time in the Indoor Football League, where he learned to get familiar with the waggle. On top of that, he learned how to make guys miss in a phone booth. You take those skills, put them on a CFL field, and this is what happens, guys.
Thank you, Tommy. They'll get it into the hands of O'Leary Orange, who had a 90-yard reception last week, longest in the league. Now let's give you more on Justin Rankin and what he's been able to do so far this season. 513 yards on the ground through 5 games.
It's crazy, Dustin, and watching him on film, some of the things that's been really fun, it's like some of these long runs are, it should be legitimately a TFL, tackle for a loss. He goes, boom, breaks a tackle and goes for 50. It's really a special thing when he gets going.
Fajardo wanting to throw again, pump fake, now down the far side of the field. It's incomplete. Oh, he was looking for Austin Mack.
So when we watch this here, there's Mack, and he's a double move. So as we roll it, boom, he sits it, okay, and then he goes. It's a great job defending that. It's a little early for the double moves for me, Dustin, but I do like the double move yet? Correct. I do like the aggression. It's a great job by Thomas Oliver. Unbelievable.
Thomas Oliver had 3 knockdowns in that game of Kelowna. Pressure coming, Cody in trouble, and they're going to get there and take him down as well. Matthew Betts was there. The safety, Finley, had come down as well.
Dustin, Betts is locked in on the cadence here, okay? You look at this thing, as soon as we just roll it, look, I mean, even the picture right now, he's already gone. So again, you get the speed rush here. It's tough as an offensive lineman. You're playing Betts to begin with, but then he jumps the snap count, whatever that tell is. Right now, Edmonton's offense needs to come out and start varying this cadence.
3rd sack of the season for Betts. This is taken by Williams just outside the 30. Spins off 1 tackle. Officially on the road this year. Of course, had a couple of games in Kelowna, one of them against Edmonton, and they came away with the victory in that one, hanging 36 on a pretty good Edmonton defense that's allowing just over 24 points per game this year. Chase Bryce, midfield, 3 options out to his wide side right. Wants to throw on the run to his right, has Senecal, breaks a tackle, pushes it ahead, and he's got a first down. Nice second effort there from Nick Senecal.
Yeah, great second effort, like you said, and nice first down for Bryce here. A little play action, kind of RPO. guy right in his face. That's not an easy throw. I know it's a short throw as far as the length of the field, but with that width, he really has to push the ball out there on the run. Senecal does the rest.
Missed tackle there from Terrell Ford. 4.5 to play in the first. Lions will work from the Elk 43. This time they give it to Butler. Can he find a hole? Not the case. If you are just joining us and you're wondering, hey, why is Chase Bryce in this game? Well, here's why. We saw this first possession of the game. It was a sack from Taylor. Rourke goes down. Second hit came in as well. You saw a grimace there. And we've been told that Nathan Rourke is out with a left shoulder injury. And that's where all that weight would have come down on that second tackle, not the initial sack.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor whatsoever, but initial thought are we were worried it was his knee. I think left shoulder. If you're a BC Lions fan, you're feeling better about that. Obviously, we'll have to see.
2nd and 8 for Bryce. Ton of time down the field. One-on-one, and it's caught. Oh, Hatcher! Ridiculous! One-on-one. It looks like it went off of Garnes to Hatcher, and Hatch hauls it in.
This play is unbelievable. So here's Hatcher right here. He's going to run a corner route. So he's basically going to go up the field and run towards the corner, and he gets the match. So he's got inside leverage. You'd like this ball to be thrown a bit further. So Bryce is a bit short with it, but Hatcher says, I'll make a play for you, big dog. Look at this, Dustin. Oh, one hand reaching back and contested for 41 yards. You got a backup quarterback in, and who I think is your best receiver steps up and makes a huge play for him.
Now Horvath in to finish the job for the BC Lions. Lunging ahead. Is he there? Touchdown Lions! And BC takes the lead for the first time tonight. Horvath's got his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
I'm still on the Keon Hatcher catch.
That's a great catch. Now, do we have a stat for one-arm contested catches?
That's right. That's right.
Definitely was there.
Definitely
for Horvath.
there.
But this only happens because of the play from Hatcher. Horvath now actually has 5 touchdowns on the season, 3 on the ground, 2 through the air. He's been a nice piece for the BC Lions. Sean White played in Edmonton for a long time, knocks that through, and the Lions lead 7-3 here on Friday Night Football. 4 plays on the drive, 56 yards in 2.5 minutes, and it was the big play, the big catch from Keon Hatcher that got it done.
And you can see the eyes here from Chase Bryce. He doesn't look at anything. He sees the defense pre-snap, and it's the right decision. That's the route you want to throw in that situation. Again, back, looks good, tempo. Just would like him to push the ball a little more towards the pylon, kind of let Hatcher go run and get it, but Hatcher says, no problem, big dog, I got you.
Is there anything else Garnes can do there defending that?
I mean, you try and bat it down. I'll say this, Dustin. One of the things I always found funny is, there should be a stat for that for Hatcher. You go into the offseason, and whenever you're a free agent, it's like, oh, you have X amount of touchdowns. That doesn't count as a touchdown for Hatcher.
And that's got to be on the film reel, right?
It's like, okay, I got it to the 1 here on a crazy catch. I'll say this about this man right here. We got to see him. Now, granted, it was garbage time. They were down a bunch, but it was week 3 against Hamilton. He came out and was slinging the ball around. And again, as much as that throw wasn't the most accurate, I do expect him to kind of play fearless and sling the ball around, which when you have a receiver like Keon Hatcher, sometimes it's all you need.
He had a touchdown in that game in week 3 against Hamilton. Now they'll give it to Leak on the return. Leak, nowhere to go as he's wrapped up at the 35 by Mayala. And now we'll get another look at Cody Fajardo. Back-to-back 300-yard passing games. He now has 19 of those in his career. 735 passing yards in his last 2 games. That's one of the best stretches of his career as well. 8 touchdown passes on the season, and he's over 1,500 yards already.
He's been up to a hot start this year. I think that Justin Rankin's kind of overshadowed how great he's been, including completion percentage.
Fajardo throwing here, has a man who's wide open, and that'll be a first down up to the 50. He goes to Cephas for the first time this evening. That'll go for 14 yards.
And we just mentioned completion percentage. Look how quickly and efficiently he sees this. So this is a pre-snap read in there and cut coverage, so that halfback is going to be dropping to the deep third. So he knows it's a perfect play call by Maximic. Gets put right back. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not what we want to see if you're a BC Lions fan. If you're a CFL fan, that's not what you want to see.
He officially will not return to this ball game. First and 10, Fajardo on the run to his right. And he will drop it off to his fullback, Skylar Griffith. Tough to see for BC Lions fans. Tough to see after the league loses Bo Levi Mitchell earlier in the season.
Yeah.
We don't know how long Nathan will be out, but obviously his arm in some sort of sling under that t-shirt.
Yeah, and you know, you go back to last season, those are, I believe, the two finalists for MOP.
Yep.
Bo Levi and obviously Nathan won it. I do respect him coming out here, still got the pants on, being with the guys. You know, you see the leadership qualities right there.
Cole Snyder into the game and short yardage for Edmonton. Gets a really nice push from the line. And they'll easily move the chains here. It'll be a first down on the BC Lions side of the field.
Dustin, I'll say this from a X and O standpoint right now. Offensive coordinator Max Simic, to me, for Edmonton, they have not ran the ball well. You know, Rankin has got 2 attempts for -4 yards. He had a -3-yard rush, -1. So what they've been doing is this kind of run game extension. You'll see Cody fake the handoffs and just kind of throw these, similar to what Nathan Rourke does, RPO style games, if they stick with that or hand it off.
They'll hand this off to Leak, and he'll push it ahead and find a little bit of positive yardage. I think they'll give him about 3 on that first down carry. This is another guy that can be an offensive weapon for you as well. A little bit of a different style of back than Rankin, but still.
I think as they develop, it's a bit of thunder and lightning. You know, now Rankin's kind of got both thunder and lightning.
Yeah, exactly.
But Lee can really go, so he is a fun back to watch.
Thunder and lightning and lightning.
That's right.
That's how you describe these two guys. Leak was really involved last week, had 3 carries that went for more than 10 yards. Fajardo quickly. O'Leary Orange runs out of room. Colden and Sankey team up with carries. It's a 2nd and 9 for Bryce. They'll clear it out. 3 to the left, 3 to the right. Has a lot of time. Now he's going to be pressured, and he's taken down. Tamari Fox has his first sack of the season.
Dustin, if you're Buck Pierce, this drives you nuts. It's a 3-man rush, okay? You got 1, 2, 3, that's it. You can't do anything in this league if you can't protect against a 3-man rush on 2nd down. If my math is correct, that means you got 9 guys dropping into coverage. You know how hard it is to throw? That's when you like to see an off schedule, something like that. Just really, really tough there. Obviously a great win for the Elks, but
Leak will take it just outside the 40. Finds the edge. Here goes Leak. There's a flag right at midfield. This one will likely be coming back, but a nice burst from Leak around the outside. Got a little too much help.
I'll be honest. They need to pick this bad boy up. This might be the fake of the year here. They could challenge
During the return, holding Edmonton number 99, 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's different than what we were thinking.
So it's not. Okay, I'm glad they didn't call block in the back later. I actually thought Edmonton got away with one early. Then I was like, there's no way to call it.
Like right when he got the ball.
Correct,
yeah.
Correct. So I thought this one was closer here. You know, sometimes when they see the players fall forward, but this is not a block in the back. That's what I was worried they called. So I'm glad that wasn't the case.
Fajardo gets the ball on his own 43. And that is wrapped up immediately as he goes to leak, and the tackle made by Deontay Williams. Had 19 of them coming into the game.
Yeah, I'll say this, you got tip your cap right now to Mike Benavides. I know there's a lot of BC Lions fans that weren't thrilled at the beginning of the season how their defense played, but he's certainly on it tonight, and was the last time they played this team as well. This is a very, very tough offense when you have Rankin, and they are smothering everything up right now. It feels like every yard Edmonton's getting is just so tough to get.
Coach Killam told us on production calls this week that they have to do better on first down, and so far tonight they simply haven't. Now here's Julian Grant looking for a first down. I think he's got it. There's a flag that came out from the secondary. And is this against Edmonton? I think it is.
Illegal interference, blocking downfield prior to the pass being caught. This is a 10-yard, number 88. This is a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay second down.
Crowded Commonwealth clearly hates it. TJ Luther, the guilty party.
Yeah, and I just don't think he needed to do it. You know, it's a great job by Edmonton here. As we roll this, you're going to see a lot of pressure from BC, and Edmonton's offensive line picks it up. And then you get a, which we call chip flat. Okay, Cody sees it. We've got no one covering it. And we have a first down. Oh, wow. Now that we see the replay, I'm not sure about that call, Dustin.
Yeah, a little push. I would say right as the ball arrived, second down, they try to get something with Rankin, and that just went nowhere.
Dustin, I'm beside myself.
I think it was a little bit of embellishment on that one.
That's tough. That's really tough if you're an Elks fan watching this at home right now. And even a field position game, you know? That's a big play. It's a big call.
It would have been first down. Instead, it's third and forever, 3rd and 18, and they'll have to kick it away.
First down, and you're on the other side of the field. Wow, that's tough.
3rd 2 and out of the game for the Elks in what has become a bit of a slog and defensive battle so far. This is a high towering kick from Julian. Williams takes it after 52.
In the film room, which you can see, it shows up on game day, Dustin.
He's averaging just shy of 18 yards per catch this season. Here's Bryce down the field again. It's a deep one, and it's taken away by Ford. Stepped in front of it now, bring it back the other way. Cuts it inside at the 50, staying on his feet. There, they'll get him, and they'll take him down. Second interception of the game for Chase Bryce, in for the injured Nathan Rourke. And Ford has his second INT of the season.
Dustin, I'm not sure what Chase is seeing here, so I'm going to circle where we're going, but I want you to watch here. Edmonton is on top of it. At no point are we behind the defense. At no point. It's like we're jogging because we're like, all right, we're covered, we're clearing this thing out. I get that you're coming in and you want to make a big play, but in the same breath, you said it, Dustin, it's a bit of a greasy game. It's 7-3 in the second quarter. You got to understand and manage the football game before you make the big play.
Fajardo takes over, uses the near sideline, and he has his favorite target, Austin Mack, taken down by Stanley Thomas. Oliver.
I'll tell you, Dustin, you know, my history is with the American field. These long throws on those speed outs, they scare me a bit.
You're
they
still getting used to that.
You know, that could be, if it's a split second late, we're going 6 the other way.
The other way for sure.
They scare me a bit.
Got to get there in time. 2nd and 5 for Fajardo now. And he's going to go down the field. That's hauled in just outside the 5. TJ Luther in one-on-one coverage comes down with it.
Cody sees he's got an inside fade from Luther, and he's like, I'm taking this matchup. Now, I don't know if he did it on purpose, but one of the ways you can kind of create separation is by getting, I know it sounds counterproductive, but getting closer to the defender so that he has to slow his feet as well. So if you see at the top there, Luther kind of gets close to again, just create that yard of separation.
1st and goal after a 38-yard pickup from the BC 5. They'll give it to Rankin, and they wrap him up and take him down. They had both Rankin and Leak lined up in behind Cody Fajardo. Gave it to Rankin, faked the toss to Leak, and BC read it well.
They did read it well. It was kind of a cool play design here. Almost like it was going to be a little fake fullback dive pitch to Leak. So as you can see here, they hand off the fullback dive. They're trying to get creative, you know, find a way to beat this tough run defense of BC.
Deontay Williams was not fooled. He was waiting in that gap, closed it up quickly, so it'll be a 2nd and goal. Fajardo in the shotgun, that's Rankin directly to his left. Cody looks to his right, bouncing around the pocket, gets it away, touchdown! Elks! TJ Luther's got his 2nd of the year, and Edmonton goes back on top.
Dustin, I think this is a bit off schedule. But you're going to see Luther. So I say off schedule. It looks like it's going to be a mesh concept and he returns, but for a sec I thought that he returned because he was going to be blocked by the post. But it ended up working out, so maybe that is the way they drew it up. They got the man coverage they were looking for, just took a little longer, and I think probably Edmonton wanted to get that open.
Blanchard gives Edmonton a 10-7 lead. TJ Luther first on the deep one, hauls it in and finds himself a little bit of space in the end zone.
Orange is going to pick for him, but then when you watch this here, TJ Luther sits and that's your zone answer. Now he sees as we roll it, so he realizes right away, okay, it's man, I'm not the answer here. And now this is the second part of the play. You talk about off schedule. So this is completely not made up, but that's TJ Luther understanding, okay, I'm the zone option in this. It's man coverage. So if the ball's out early, find a way to get over for Cody to find me, and that's what he does.
Cody found him. Here's Williams on the return. Picks his way through, found a little bit of space. He'll try to knock that ball out, but he'll hang on and take it just outside the 30. 35-yard return there. We get another look at Chase Bryce. Couple interceptions here in the first half in place of Rourke.
Yeah, you see that stat line. He's 3 for 5. Unfortunately, 2 picks.
The 2 incompletions went to the other team.
Correct. You'd like him to settle in. Again, the first pick's definitely not on him. The second one, getting a little greedy. It's a 10-7 ball game. You got great receivers. You got a great runner. Again, to me, I'd like him to manage. Everyone says it's a bad thing, Dustin. I think it's the best. I love game managers at the quarterback.
When you're managing means you're usually not getting your team in any trouble.
Right? Correct.
He's throwing here. He's got Hatcher, and he's tripped up just outside the 50. 18-yard pickup for Hatcher.
This is sharp right here. Nice Chase Bryce here, both little play action. Great win by Keon. Keon's heating up right now. He's due for a big one. You make a big catch like he did earlier, that probably gets the mojo right.
A lot of talk about Butler and Rankin coming into this game. They've combined for 2 yards rushing. Quarter and a half in.
Can't write that up, can
That's
you?
why they play the games.
Yeah.
Look. Here's Bryce. Dumps it out to Poisson. And he is wrapped up almost immediately on the play. Kenneth Logan Jr. there with the tackle.
Tell you, Buck Pierce is going to review that film whenever their next film day is, and he's going to say, listen, I know you're dancing a little bit and you're being hesitant. We're trying to replace the run game. Just get me 4. Get me into second and medium. You know, and J.C. Sherrod on the other side, you know, I was giving some love to Mike Benavides. Can't forget what he's doing right now. This is not an easy offense to slow down. They've done it today.
Empty backfield for Bryce. Elks at 5. One of them was free, and that is batted down. Bryce wants a flag. Not going to get it. And it's been a rough ride for Chase Bryce.
Yeah, Dustin, when you look at this here, I want you to watch. So see how everyone's on the line of scrimmage here. It's cover 0. Okay, we just talked about J.C. Sherrod. He's saying, hey, I'm bringing the heat. We got to back up in. And there's a free hitter. That is what happens in cover 0 a lot of times. There's a free man. You got to beat the blitzer with the ball. And clearly they could not get that done. So J.C. Sherrod right now has got a very good feel and pulse of what's going on right here in the mind of Chase Bryce.
Carl Meyer averaging just shy of 48 per punt. this year. This one's end over end, in on and finding a way.
Yes.
Spain's only, I think, allowed 1 goal the entire tournament. Should be a good final. Here's Fajardo. He's got time. He's looking down the field again, and that's hauled in. What a catch at the 20 earlier. It was Luther. This time it's the rookie, Joshua Cephas. 54 yards to Cephas, his longest reception of the year.
Dustin, this is just Cephas making a play here. It's really not bad coverage. It's a great throw, great kind of back shoulder-ish throw by Cody. And again, not much to it. He takes his one-on-one matchup. He says, I think my guy's going to beat yours, and he does. That's
inside the red zone here.
Can turn this game around quickly.
Fajardo's at 152 yards passing. Now he'll flip it behind. And that is wrapped up. Back to the original line of scrimmage. No further on that one. I believe it was TJ Luther in the mess there.
I'll say this again. Edmonton is trying to get this run game going. So I will give them points for creativity. Kind of fake there to Rankin, and then we flip that kind of reverse-ish style play. But BC is just all over it.
BC holding opponents under 4 yards per carry so far this season. Nothing on the ground for Edmonton tonight. 2nd and 9. Lions Heat. Fajardo gets it away. Bouncing up in the air and knocked incomplete. Julian Grant got his hands on it. Might have had another crack at it, but it'll be another field goal attempt for Vincent Blanchard.
Yeah, I call these the shin route, kind of short in. You're going to see it up here at the top of your screen as we roll. It's a 5-yard in. Again, my term is shin. I don't really like calling them slant. Either way, if we catch that or not, I think you're tackled and you're kicking a field goal. So, of course, you'd like for the stat line to have a completion, but I don't think that's going anywhere.
Blanchard 1 for 2 tonight. Missed from outside the 50. This one 26 yards, no doubt about it. Edmonton leads 13-7. How do you think you've got the leg for it? Old Dutch Foods is giving one fan the chance to win $500,000 of this year's CFL West Final. Visit kicktowincontest.ca. That's kicktowincontest.ca to enter. Three and a half minutes to play in the first half. Chase Bryce into the game. Nathan Rourke left with a left shoulder injury on the second offensive play of the game for the BC Lions. Bryce has come in, had one big connection to Keon Hatcher, which set up a Horvath touchdown, but has thrown a couple of interceptions as well. I think the big completion to Hatcher was one of the reasons he threw it up for McInnes as well, but that led to an interception. Now he's on the run to his right, and that is incomplete, looking in the direction of McInnes, who was well covered once again.
You know, I think they kind of need to reset here going into half. McInnes' glove there. You can't just, in a 3-down league, you can't just burn first down by saying, okay, I've got basically no throw. Let's a hope and a prayer here.
3 minutes. Some points here to end the half would be huge for Bryce's confidence heading into the room, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, because that stat line you just read is an absolute bloodbath.
Gets this one away, had to move it quickly. The pressure was coming, and it's hauled in by Mayala. And that'll set up a 3rd down, and wasn't enough. And they'll have to kick it away again.
I'll tell you, Dustin, I'm tipping my cap to J.C. Sherritt right now. The last drive we talked about cover 0, I circled everyone was on the line. There they showed cover 0 and bailed out of it. So it looked like, okay, I just got to get a quick completion off here. Not so fast, and now we're punting. J.C. Sherritt. I'm enjoying his play calling tonight.
Yvonne Leake slides over to his left. There's a flag on the play as Leake takes it. And he's hammered down short of the 30. BC Lions trailing by 6.
While the ball was in the air, holding Edmonton number 32, 10-yard penalty and a first down.
Lions will be heading home soon. For more on that, let's send it down to Tom Gazzola.
Dusty, by my count, the Lions have bounced between 8 different cities. They've uprooted their home base twice, and they've even made the most of home away from home cities in Langford and Kelowna. And talking to the guys this week, they're ready to go back to Vancouver and settle in after this game tonight here at Commonwealth. Talking to Buck Pierce, he gave not just the players, but the entire staff a ton of credit for the perseverance during the World Cup, for the job that they've done. And a win tonight against the Elks would only juice up that pool party theme at BC Place against the Argos next week.
Now Fajardo will get it to Rankin, and Rankin will push it ahead. He's got a first down. This is what they had to end up doing last time they played too. Get him involved through the air. This one goes for 17 yards.
Yeah, Dustin, and it's fun. Rankin hasn't gotten going yet, and you look at Cody looks right here. It's quick games. It's a nice job finding completion. Look at Rankin. And it's just like the juggernaut coming through.
It doesn't take him long to get up to speed.
No, it's fun.
Yeah, mentioned the juggernaut. He has a thing that he does pregame where he takes his helmet off and headbutts people on the team in the chest.
Sounds like something the juggernaut would do.
Here's Fajardo spinning around, dumps it off to Rankin. Rankin again. Made one man miss, and they'll drive him back, trying to get something out of nothing. We were talking about the pregame headbutting from old Rankenstein here. Oh, there you go. Helmet off. Oh, I thought it was in the chest. He's headbutting people in their helmets.
I'll tell you this, Dustin, as a guy who's been there, when you have a guy who's as talented as him, look at this guy, and he starts doing stuff like this, there's an energy of craziness that is just, it's contagious. It's electric.
He told us this week he gets here really early.
Yeah.
So by the time they get to warm up, he's just ready to burst.
That's awesome.
2nd and 12. Fajardo, Rankin again, has a little bit of space. What can he do with it? 3 BC Lions are there, and they'll wrap him up at the 30 after a pickup of 8 yards. And Edmonton will kick it away with just over a minute and a half left in the second quarter.
Little John there. Little John between Betts and Fajardo. Fajardo's taking a couple big hits here. Look at this. Boom. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. Hey. And Cody's been upset. He wants some calls, and I'm sure Betts let him know about it. I like it. I like a little trash talk.
A little bit of fire
imagine.
here. Playing the same team for the second time in 3 weeks. Jaden Williams waits back. This is a deep kick. He's going to have to slide back even a little bit further. Takes it just inside the 25. 57-yard kick. And he'll take it back to about the 30. Let's take a look at some special teams work from DK Bonhomme. All the way down the field, finds another tackle.
Yeah.
Among the league leaders in that category so far this season.
You said he's a kind of a league leader. You'd think that they try and hold him up at the line.
He got away free there, didn't he?
Yeah.
BC starts on their 30. Bryce goes to Williams, who, well, that's Butler rather, out of the backfield. That's James Butler's first target of the game. And once again, like Rankin on the other side, just 5 yards and 5 carries for Butler. So maybe try to get him involved in the passing game a little bit.
Absolutely. Now, this will be a really fascinating play. Let's see if they maybe hand it off.
Bryce wants to throw. And there's a flag way back in the secondary. Senecal wanted the call. Was there much there?
Defensive pass interference. Edmonton number 25. This will be a 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
We'll have to see this again. It's a great play call, but Edmonton jumps it right away. I thought it was pretty clean. Maybe there's a bit of tug on the hip. So you're going to see it's man coverage. We're going to slide across here. Oh my! We call it a slingshot. There's a grab there. I don't know though, Dustin.
Little jersey pull.
I don't know, Dustin.
I think it's a field of jersey pull.
Yeah.
And turn yourself a little bit.
It's tough to be an official. You see the pull. Ooh.
That will be ruled incomplete.
Wow. You see the pull with the official, and sometimes it's obviously happening a lot quicker than we're looking at. My goodness, Edmonton's playing downhill.
They are coming at him. That's the 4th target for Justin McInnes. Has not had a catch yet in this one. Cordell Jackson was ready for it. Outside of the one big play by Hatcher, Edmonton's defense has had this locked down against Bryce so far. Deep drop from Bryce. Pump fake. Couldn't find anything. And then throws an interception. J.J. Ross has it. And he'll take it back inside the 45. 3rd interception of the game from Chase Bryce. We'll have to get another look at this one to see if he got under it.
I'll say this, Dustin. BC, they got to pray that this hits the ground here. I think he catches it.
That angle's not going to help us much. I mean, that one makes it look like he caught it.
That just can't happen at this point of the game. This will be the one right here. That's a catch. Ooh. That's a catch.
That didn't even look like the end of the ball touched the ground there.
Dustin, we talk about game managing, and I say this all the time. I want a quarterback that can manage a football game. I get you haven't had a good offensive half. Talking about BC now. You're only down 6 points. Even if it's incomplete there, you punt, you make it super tough. Instead, Edmonton's got a chance here to go 2 scores.
Well, the league takes a look at this because it was a turnover. Let's find out what the ruling is.
The ruling on the field stands as a catch. First down, Edmonton.
Great job by J.J. Ross to take advantage of a mistake from Bryce.
Let's go.
Ross had 4 knockdowns coming into this game. Had not yet had an interception this season. He's got a big one now.
Yeah, that's a tough catch. As much as we were watching, hey, did he catch or not? Not easy to go down there and pick that thing off the ground.
Pretty much already in field goal range as well. We'll see how aggressive Fajardo is looking to tack on another touchdown. That's a high pass, but it's hauled in by Austin Mack. Some elite footwork on the sideline there.
Yeah, you're going to see 1-2, boom, we get out of it. Just kind of a quick 2-step speed out. Look at Fajardo here. He's been on the ground a lot. That wasn't a gruesome hit, but you just don't want to see your quarterback on the ground as much as Cody's been.
Just the 2nd catch of the game for Austin Mack. Had 8 last time these 2 teams played. Fajardo again. And that one will get a first down into the hands of Javon Leak with 32 seconds on the clock in the quarter.
Talked to Mark Kill before the game. He said he thinks that Cody Fajardo is the best in 3-minute drills. And we mentioned the 4th quarter, but here he is again, just cool, calm, collected, operating extremely efficiently. 4
receivers out to his left. Cody takes off, dumps it off up the middle. And that is caught by Cephas. And he'll take them just outside the BC 25 with 19 seconds remaining in the half.
This is a situational football. It's 2nd and 3 here. You've got a field goal. Do you take a shot now? As the clock's running down right now, we didn't get the snap off. This is probably their last shot here.
Clock ticks towards 10 seconds. Fajardo gives it to Rankin. Rankin pushes it ahead, and he'll get to the 20 with 5 seconds remaining.
See, to me, yeah, and they do. I get the whole clock stop, play at 0, but you don't want a chance right now. You got points, take the points. It's just smart football, especially the way Chase Bryce is playing.
There's an injured BC Lion on the field. That's Jonah Tavai.
If Tavai is out, the run game will open up quite a bit for Edmonton. He is a absolute run stopper on the inside. Dustin, if I can go on a small rant right now.
Have at her, buddy.
Okay. We talked about before the game about Cody Fajardo being, I'm a big Cody Fajardo guy.
Well, it's this rant.
Okay. This guy is sitting right now, 18 of 21 for a $195 and a tutty. And he's going to get no love. And I will say this as well. There's a drop in there. He's 18-21 with a drop, Dustin.
Well, he's on pace for almost 400 yards in a game that has felt a little bit off offensively.
Correct. And I just, for the life of me, I do not understand why this man catches the bullets or the ricochets that he does. We all know about the Grey Cup win. Okay, the end of the game touchdown. Look at this thing. This is highest completion percentage of all time. Not this season, Dustin. Of all time. He has no run game today. It's all right. I'll just come out here and ball anyways. My name's Cody Fajardo, and that's what I do. And the rant's over.
Friday Night Football, fire from Luke Wilson. You've been waiting for the whole half.
I have been.
To get to that. Cody Fajardo and the Elks have a 16-7 lead here at the half in the first half. And Edmonton will have the ball with the lead, and we are underway. Friday Night Football, second half action from Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton. This is Javon Leake. Leake pushing it out, hangs onto the ball, and takes it out to the 40. Cody Fajardo, pretty good first half, and this is about putting yourself in better spots than a couple weeks ago, isn't it?
Exactly. You're going to see this right here, talking to Cody before the game, talking to Mark Killen, and say this is the biggest point of emphasis. A couple weeks ago, you see that. Second and long, 18 times. They had 20 times, 0 or negative yards on first down. Today, right now, they've had 4 first downs on first down, and they've been 6 or less 3 times, only 7 more than that. And the 3 times they're 6 or less, 3 for 3 with conversion. So that's staying on schedule for them.
Got to find something on first down. Fajardo throwing here. That's deflected at the line and falls incomplete.
Not good for the first down stat.
Fajardo was 86% passing in the first half of the game tonight. Pretty solid. Starts the half here with an incompletion.
Little batted ball. Also not good for the 86% stat.
Brings it down ever so slightly. This first play ruined everything we talked about at halftime. To be a 2nd and 10 for Fajardo. And the Elks. BC sends 5. Fajardo feels the heat, and he's going to be grabbed and taken down. Darnell Sankey able to get there.
Yeah, you're going to see Sankey right up top here. So he's kind of outside of Betts. Comes in, Betts runs the inside move, kind of brings the right tackle in, and they just loop right off of it. That shouldn't happen up front. You know, you see he's in a blitzing position. We should at least have 2 guys or someone else sliding over there. That's a frustrating start if you're an Edmonton Elks offensive player, because you have the tip ball. And Dustin, it's not rocket science over here when you have Betts and Sankey looks like he's in a rushing position. It's close to line of scrimmage. Protection-wise, you should be able to have something to pick that up.
First sack of the season for Sankey. Had a couple of tackles for losses as well. Had an interception last time they played. And if BC's going to win this football game, their defense is going to have to be pretty much lights out here in the second half.
Lights out, and when your star quarterback goes down, you have to find a way somewhere. So whether it's defense getting lights out or a turnover or special teams, hey, field position. Get this thing in one possession and hope to have that kind of last-minute crazy catch from Keon Hatcher, McKinnis, etc.
A chance to do something on special teams right here for Jayden Williams. Watches it fade to his right. And he is tripped up down the field. Nice tackle made there by Leonard Johnson. Here's a look at Chase Bryce and some turnovers in the first half of the game tonight.
Yeah, the first one was tough. Again, he got beat up front. I don't put that on him, but these next 2, I would like him to play a little more. I don't know if conservative, I use the term game manager, but just kind of understand it's not there. We can't force anything right now. We're getting after him.
Got to get in his head.
That's what they say, though. When a quarterback throws a pick, somebody goes, block the QB. You know, go get after him a little bit.
James Butler just 5 yards rushing in the first half. Bryce kept this one, looking for McKinnis, and that falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
If you're a BC Lions fan and you're watching that play right there unfold, that is something you see a lot with Nathan. But what makes it so much tougher when Nathan is doing it is that he will also tuck and run the ball. So it's another option. You can hand the ball off, you can throw the snag, which you just tried to throw the little 5-yard hook, you can throw the flat, or with Nathan you can also run, so you have another thing to defend. Chase Bryce not so much on that last option of running.
BC just 1 for 8 on second down in this game. Bryce, Senecal, and that should be enough. And it will be enough for a BC Lions first down. Give them 11.
Yeah, kind of a nice rub concept here. I've actually never seen. And for a second I thought it was an ME or mental error, but they were just kind of slow playing it to get Senecal open to the flat. It was really unique 3-man concept. It popped open Nick Senecal.
That's his team high third catch of the game for 32 yards. Hatcher has a couple of catches for 59, including the big 40-yarder that set up the only touchdown of the game for the Lions. Now from the 44, they'll let that one go right to Poissant, and he's able to get about half of what they need. And second and manageable here for BC.
And again, we talk about game management right now, and I'm going to continue to say it, one, because I do love game managers. But right now, if you're Chase Bryce, get us a field goal. You're kind of creeping into that range, and you need a couple more first downs. But all of a sudden, if you can muster up a field goal here, get this into one possession game, it becomes anyone's game. You know, you don't have a big run game, so this second down here to me is extremely crucial.
Creeping towards midfield, he'll have 4 options. Out to his right, Edmonton sends the house, gets it away, and that'll be enough for a first down as he got it into the hands of the former Edmonton Elk, Erjumayala.
So again, you're going to see this. Everyone's coming. So we got cover 0 again. Look at everybody. It's a great job. And we replace the blitzer with the ball. So I don't mind that there's a free hitter on this cover 0 look. It's an outbreaking route. We've said this before. Against cover 0, everyone has inside leverage. You want to find that outbreaking route. Bryce does. And all of a sudden, maybe that halftime's kind of cleared his mind a little bit. It looks pretty sharp on this first drive.
This is the longest drive for Bryce and the Lions tonight. That goes nowhere on the ground. In fact, it goes the wrong way. It's a loss of 2 to Butler, who's now down to 3 yards rushing in this game.
Yeah, and you look at this. I'll say this. It's tough. It's very, very tough when you come in and back up Nathan Rourke, and then when your star running back has 6 attempts for 4 total yards, you're certainly not helping Chase at all.
Butler basically did whatever he wanted against Edmonton in Kelowna. Now he's going to pop out into the slot to the right for Bryce. It'll be empty for the quarterback. Gets that one away, and it's intercepted again.
Because you're going to have guys like Logan float right underneath and pick it off.
Now they'll get it out to Leak. He's wrapped up maybe a yard on the play. That is the 20th turnover created by the Edmonton defense this year. Tops in the league. They were first in the league coming in with 16. They tacked on 4 more here, and we're just early in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it just seems like they're one step ahead, both, you know, speed-wise, but also from a play calling standpoint. You know, that would have been a great play call, offensive play call versus cover 0, but not against an 8-man zone drop.
Second and 8 for Fajardo. Pressure in his face, had to move it quickly, and that one is a little bit too far away from Keon Julian Grant, and Julian will have to come out and kick this away for Edmonton.
Yeah, you're going to watch at the top of your screen here. They kind of show Sankey coming from one side, and they bring it the other way. And that's how you have a free hitter. Cody does see it and tries to get the ball out that way, but clearly not on the same page as his receiver.
Jaden Williams and Jermaine Jackson back to receive this kick from Julian. Lays it out there from about his own 47. It's a 50-yard kick. And the return just outside the 15. They're going to blow him down. He got up and kept going.
Your actual head, you're always thinking, hey, don't put the forearm or the...
That's Dennis McKnight, the new special teams coordinator for the Lions. Brought in after a rocky start for their special teams this season. We'll go back to Butler here, and nothing on either side. This is really remarkable. Butler and Rankin have done nothing on the ground in this football game.
Yeah, it is really strange in that sense, but what I don't understand here is this is your strong side linebacker that is unblocked. So as an offensive guy, you know, Dustin, you're learning, I love offensive ball. You want to talk about bad ball. When you have a scheme where you don't block the Sam linebacker and you're running in that direction, you can't ask for much.
What really are you expecting?
It's not going to go well.
They got a yard out of it. It's 2nd and 9. Bryce goes over the middle, and that one looked like Butler wasn't ready for it. Caught him off guard, and he couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, this is a tough one because Bryce sees it. They bring some pressure here, and he replaces the blitzer with the ball, and like you said, it looked like Butler wasn't expecting that football to be thrown to him.
So that doesn't help Bryce. He's 10 of 19 for 115 and 4 interceptions, and good field position looming here for the home side as Javon Leake stands on his own 45. This kick, though, it's a good one, a very good one. That'll back him up. 62-yard kick. Leake on the far sideline, tiptoeing the line, and steps out of bounds on the...
Prepared him to have this early success that he's had, so big Western football.
Drafted just last year in the 2025 draft, and has stepped in, and look at this, there is nowhere to go. BC Lions got everybody on him. Finley's been involved a little bit in stopping that run game tonight as well. But yeah, drafted 16th overall in 2025. And now sitting here, we asked him this week, I said, who's your biggest influence? Like, who's the guy you could lean on a little bit? And he said TJ Lee. And I'm not sure you can have a better guy to lean on than a 12-year vet.
I was just going to say, 12 years, you've seen a lot of things in this league.
That helps a guy who's just establishing himself as a starter on this Lions defense. 2nd and 14, another one of those 2nd and longs for Fajardo. This time he's going to look for more over the middle, trying to find Austin Mack. And there's a flag back by Cody.
Roughing the passer, BC number 91, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Nathan Sherry, the guilty party on this one.
Yeah, he does a nice job getting in there. You see him rip through. Dustin.
Go ahead.
I think he's been hit worse today. I'll say that.
I would agree with that.
There's Finley. Nice job there on Max, staying on top, making it a contested catch.
It's a first down for Edmonton. Fajardo. That one in the direction, the general direction of Keon Julian Grant, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll say this, Cody, and obviously on that big Cody Fajardo rant, I think he was 18-21 to end the half. He's currently sitting 19 for 25. It's been tough. They've been all sorts out of sorts these first couple drives here. They look kind of discombobulated at times on different pages, which has been weird because they have not looked like that in the first half whatsoever. And they're in 2nd and long again, Dustin.
All night long, this time 2nd and 10. He'll go to Rankin. Rankin gets a block, and he's got a first down. That's where he's been effective so far tonight. That's his 6th catch of the game. This one goes for 13. He's got 46 yards through the air.
Yeah, it's such a backbreaker here because this is not exactly what you're trying to get done. So we're just going to see a little kind of bubble, call it swing out of Rankin. He's actually in protection. So I know he leaves right away because it's only a 4-man rush. So he's looking at the blitzer. Nobody comes. We just get out and give an option. And 2nd and 10, if you're Mike Benavides, the defensive coordinator, you're expecting you can rally and tackle a swing.
Fajardo this time comes the other way and staying on his feet. Cephas, eventually they'll take him down, but that extra effort puts them in a 2nd and short situation.
This is a very cool play design. So they're going to try and fake the swing this time to Rankin to the right, come back to a tunnel screen. But I'll say this, McKenna had a great shot to blow the whole play up and just missed the tackle. You know, and it's a great job by see if it's going to break it through there. Again, I will say this, they clearly went and studied the film, that being Edmonton, and Coach Max Simic, the offensive coordinator, kind of finding creative ways to get yards.
Carter O'Donnell, we believe, is down on the field here. As they take a look at him, we'll step away from Commonwealth.
World Cup, France, England.
Oh, man. Like, that's for third place, but neither of those nations want to lose to the other one, so
Correct,
it should be good. Carter O'Donnell to the tent. Got up, walked off in his zone, which is a good sign, but he slides into the tent. Chris Pashula, 6'3", 314 out of the University of Calgary, slides in at the left guard position. 2nd and 1, and they will give it to Rankin in the short yardage, and I don't think he got it. It'll be close. I think it'll be 3rd and inches here.
That is the one bright spot you can take if you're a BC Lions fan right now. I mean, even on short yardage, we're having a hard time getting it. The Elks, this run defense is special.
This time it's Fajardo, does it himself, and he'll pick up the first down for Edmonton as they drive the field here with 3.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Dustin, I'm not a mathematician, but I'll say this right now. If you're Edmonton and you're talking about situation, understanding the game, you got to find a way to punch one in here, finish this drive, and I would also go for 2. I'd get this into a 3-possession game because that's going to change the play calling ability that Buck Pierce has. But it is still early, and you still got to score.
Fresh step from the 35, fakes the handoff, quickly gets it to Austin Mack, who takes it down inside the 20. 3rd catch of the game for Mack.
This is awesome, Dusty. You know, you sit here and you watch a little fake. Okay, I've got my one-on-one matchup outside. Cody Fajardo talked about that earlier in the week. Hey, I love having Austin Mack in one-on-one situations. He's taking that every time. Mack wins on a slant route. Nice 18-yard completion.
Gives him 29 in the game. Bit of a quiet game from Austin Mack. Lions are going to bring a little bit of pressure. Cody drops off. Had to dump it off quickly. Was looking for TJ Luther, but it falls incomplete here in their 4th trip into the red zone today.
Cody's going to want this one back, so the pressure does come from up top in this area here, okay? But we want that on purpose. Again, you've got the perfect play call. You just got to float that ball a little more, and Luther's off and running. You can see he knows he missed it.
There's a little bit more air on it, right?
Yes,
yeah.
And he slides the line the other way. Again, a little kind of play action. If he puts a little air, especially a guy like Luther, he's going to catch that thing and get rolling.
Thomas Oliver down. Looks like they're stretching him out. Maybe a little bit of a cramp. He was a pick of the Carolina Panthers, a 7th rounder a few years back now in Detroit minicamp in 24 out of Florida International.
FIU.
Trying to lock down a job here at the corner for the Lions. We got some ice on the leg of O'Donnell. They've already had some injuries on the offensive line. Missing Woodmansey, missing Beard. Now O'Donnell out for at least a little bit here as he's getting iced up.
Yeah, and we mentioned it early in the 1st quarter, but Carter O'Donnell is 6th in the league with lowest pressure rating allowed, only 2.7. He's really been great this season in pass protection.
Cody Fajardo sacked coming into the game just 6 times this year. He's been sacked a couple of times in this one. 2nd and 10, trying to keep this drive alive, and flags do fly as the ball was snapped.
Procedure. Edmonton number 53, 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
Brendan Bordner, the left tackle. A little too early on that one.
Yeah, and that's going to be, you're going to see it happen right here. But the key is, look who he's going against. You know, Betts, we talked about, he's been really jumping the snap count. He's been getting speed rush going. So that's what happens as the game goes on. You're like, hey, he's jumping our cadence. I'm going to try and get a split second early. And you're just too soon and cost your team 5 yards.
Ninth play of the drive for Edmonton, second and long. They'll go to Cephas. Little hesitation, trying to push it ahead. And he'll be knocked out of bounds just inside the 10.
So this is decision time right now, especially because you have it. We got enough yards where I don't think it looks like they're moving on the field goal team. To me, on third down here, we at least try and draw them offside. You know, come out here, make some fake calls, take the 5-yard penalty. Field goal posts are at the front of the end zone. It's a chip shot, whether you're on the 7 or the 12. You're expecting to make that kick. You know, you never know. Maybe someone's tired, they jump offside.
Might be worth it just to take it. You got Rankin lurking around back there. They're a little bit worried.
Put a little eye candy motion on it, you know.
Now it's 16-yard attempt. And they knock it through. The lead grows to 12 for Edmonton, trying to do something they haven't done very often against BC, and that is win a football game. They are 1-12 in their last 13 versus the Lions. Buck Pierce is a perfect 4-0 in his head coaching career against Edmonton. Here's a look at the last 4 games between the two clubs.
I got a feeling that this might be in a bit of trouble. This record could be going down. You know, it's only a 12-point lead, so lots of time left.
There's a long drive for Edmonton. Bryce gets the ball back here, trailing by a dozen. Drops it off to Horvath, who's a big body, and he's just going to rumble it all the way over midfield with a little bit of help along the way.
This is the infamous shovel pass, and it's the perfect play call because they bring a blitz. It's Logan Jr., the Sam linebacker, comes. So you're going to see Logan Jr. right here shoot this thing, and it looks like it's going to be a big play, but then we slide across with Horvath. You see Horvath slide across. There's a shovel, and it's an explosive run play. So in a game where you struggle to run the football regularly, Buck Pierce dials up a little shovel pass, and it certainly works.
Went for 19 yards. First and 10 from the Edmonton 51. And again, right up the middle, Horvath, who's a different type of running back compared to Butler. This guy, 6'3", 230 pounds. And he already has multiple touchdowns, both through the air and on the ground this season.
Yeah, and I can see why they're going to that. It's been a bit more of a physical contest, just kind of hoping he could burst through there. And we talked about it a lot, but keep him in second and manageable situations.
Horvath stands in to the left of Bryce. Keon Hatcher at the top of your screen. No catches in the game yet for Justin McInnes. Bryce throwing. Has Senegal, puts on the brakes, pushes it ahead, and it's a first down for the start that you know nothing about football movement. Here's Bryce. Oh, he's in trouble, but he escapes. Now he's on the run to his right, looks down the field, finds a man. Senegal again. They'll track him down, trying to strip it out as DeBlanco, but he hangs on. And there is Chase Bryce making something out of what could have been a disaster.
Yeah, this is an awesome play by him. So what they have is kind of a clear out and an inside, I call it deep dagger, but it's like a 15-yard in, and both of them are gloved. Edmonton's on it, they clamp this thing down. So Bryce like, man, we tried to play action, we got a bunch of blockers in here. What do I do now? I just make a play. It's completely off schedule. Find Senecal. That's a tremendous job right there, getting out of a play that was not open whatsoever.
22 yards to Senecal. They're back in the red zone for just the second time tonight. Very much still in this football game. Bryce, pressure right away, throws it with his left hand, and it is completed. Oh, he got that one away just in time, and he finds McInnes for the first time tonight.
Who is this man? Who is this man? He's heating up. Maybe he's a fourth-quarter guy. Okay, and I'll say this: it's not easy to throw when you have Malik Carney chasing you down. So he just says, "That was a nice spiral,
nice
too."
spiral. Maybe he's a lefty.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's pretty sweet. Keeps him in second and medium here.
A little smile from his starting quarterback, Nathan Rourke. Not sure they do that in practice. 2nd and 5 for Bryce. Elks in 5, deep drop, gets it away to the end zone, got it! Touchdown BC! Hatcher, if you can believe it, his first of the season, and the Lions have life.
It's a great corner out by Hatcher. Again, you're going to see Bryce sees it. Watch his head. He knows exactly where he's trying to go. Ball's a little inside, but and we talked about Hatcher does such a great job, and he's been this way forever, where he can make that underneath stuff happen. But when I say he plays big, that to me is a receiver playing big. He knows how to kind of use his body in space and shield the defender so he can have an easier, less contested catch.
Sean White's to make it a 5-point ball game. And he smooths it through, and the BC Lions aren't going anywhere. A Bryce drive that they...
A bit of a sleepy game at times has become a 5-point game with under 13 to go.
Since his last interception, 5 of 6 for a touchdown. Now a little bit of a bobble. That'll be picked up and brought back up the field by Isaiah Knight. And a 5-point game, as Luke said, with just under 13 minutes left for an Edmonton team that hasn't done much offensively in the second half of this football game.
And they just look all out of sorts. Even special teams, it's a very good special teams unit. They have a miscommunication right there. But I'll say this, Dustin, you know I'm a big Cody guy. These are the kind of games where Cody always comes up big. These gritty, kind of greasy games, I like to call them. 5-point lead, 4th quarter. Let's see what this man, Cody Fajardo, will get done here.
He's 23 of 30 for 256 and a touchdown in this one. He's going to take it himself this time on the run, looking for the 25. And he'll end up being pushed out at the 28. It goes for 9 yards, 2nd and short.
Could be wrong, but I think he's their leading rusher now.
Actually, I know earlier you said you're not a mathematician, but you're right. He is their leading rusher now.
He is their leading rusher with that bad boy right there. Just a little inside zone read. He's reading the end man of line scrimmage, pulls the ball, gets out. And we're in a 2nd and short. They got the short yardage package in.
Yeah, it'll be Snyder coming into the game, looking to pick up a yard. Get a huge push,
but some pretty special names. Again, I know I'm all over this guy, Cody, but stats don't lie.
This one is deflected. They still haul it in, but after the catch, it pops out and BC's on it. What a turn of events here in Commonwealth. Matt Spadney finds the loose ball. And the 21-year-old rookie is able to secure it. And the BC Lions in business once again.
Dustin, this is kind of a wild one, so you're going to end up faking kind of a swing or sweep to the right. You'll see this right here. Okay, so we fake to the right, and then as we roll this, it's a tunnel screen backside. So there's your fake kind of pitch. Its timing's a little off. The ball's tipped, but then caught. And I was hoping it was going to be the Bruce Lee 6-inch punch, which you know I love, but I think it's just your hat on the ball. You put your hat on the ball here, that'll pop it up. Oh!
That's exactly what happened. And now back. This drive starts inside the red zone. Walking the line on the far side. Ayala and BC with a touchdown here can take the lead just like that.
It's almost shocking based on how this first half went and even most of the 3rd quarter, but we talked about it, Dustin. When you get in that one possession, all it takes is one play and this game flips on its head.
Bryce playing with confidence here. After throwing that 4th interception, he's dialed it in a little bit, giving his team a chance with Rourke watching from the sidelines. 2nd and 3. Butler stands in behind his quarterback. They'll fake the handoff. Bryce right over the middle. Almost intercepted. Almost through a 5th. It was Cordell Jackson who got a little turned around in the back of the end zone. And in the end, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he sees here. So as we roll this thing, it's a bit of a, he's got him early, but I don't even know how to dissect that. I don't know why the ball would be thrown in that general area. On that route, it's not a play you can quote unquote back shoulder. You either need to rip it in there right away, kind of right out of the break, or potentially float one over everyone's head and for a backline catch. That one's got me out of sorts. I'll say out of sorts. Yeah, flabbergasted. That's a great adjective.
Friday Night Football flabbergasting here in Edmonton. Sean White.
He smashed someone right there. Boom. Just happened, and that's why the Elks are now starting on the 25 and not the 40.
Fajardo gets it out to Julian Grant through his hands and incomplete. Julian Grant's been targeted 6 times, has just 1 catch in this game.
I'll tell you this, Dustin. Somehow the Elks have transformed into the bad news Bears. You come out here, you get a nice stop after the turnover, force a field goal, and then you give up a free 15 yards the other way on a face mask. We're dropping balls. The offense looks completely out of sync. It has been such a strange stark difference in the first half.
Long lead stands in to the left of Fajardo. BC's going to bring some pressure. Cody gets it away and lunging ahead. That looks like enough for a first down from Austin Mack. That's a playmaker right there.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable job here. So here's Mack. He's going to basically come up and push in, and it's cover 0 again. So here we go. Boom, he comes in. They actually trade that off. I take it back. I thought it was cover 0. They even tricked me. Cody sees it. And right there, that extra effort is the first down. What a tremendous job by Mack. Well, they got me on that. I thought they were bringing the house. Little 6-man pressure with zone play behind it.
Sold it nicely.
Yes.
Now Fajardo dumps it off to Lee with a big burst right up the middle, and he'll find midfield. How about that?
There's that lightning we're talking about. He's got a special burst. Nothing too special. Uh-oh, he's limping a little bit. Nothing too special here. He sees it. Check down. Sankey's kind of pushing out to the flat. And you're on enemy territory now in the 54.
Leak will come to the sideline. Justin Rankin checks back into the game. He's had just 5 carries in this game. They've gone for -6 yards. Now they'll give it to him again. Got a couple of yards. Hung on to that football. He's fumbled a couple this year. Gets a few yards, and it'll be 2nd and about 7, maybe 8.
It's one of the few positive run plays he's had. Again, Mike Benavides is just, the run defense has been great all year, but they have bottled up Justin Rankin.
This sounds crazy, Luke, but that's his longest play of the night.
Yeah.
Rankin, like on the ground. That is Rankin. He'll hop up and limp off the field. Benavides' defense keeping this team in this game tonight, when in the first half their offense was basically stuck in neutral. In fact, it was probably hurting them more than anything.
And again, you got to tip your cap. I always like kind of a good revenge moment. There's a lot of pundits, I'll call them pundits, Dusty, that were really very tough on Mike Benavides after a couple weeks. And certainly got to be patting him on the back tonight if you're a BC Lions fan.
BC Lions defense, first in the league defending against the run. But they've not been able to get much pressure, just 4 sacks on the season. However, they do have a couple tonight. 2nd and 8 for Fajardo. Looks like BC jumped the gun here. Fajardo has the completion. Nice move, pushing it ahead, and that'll be a first down back to Cephas. And Cephas is having the best game of his young CFL career.
The Edmonton receivers are really making guys miss after the catch, which is a big ordeal.
Offside. Edmonton number 3. 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
Oh, so this is going to go against Austin Mack the other way.
Well, watch it. He's at the bottom of the screen here. He looks like he's lined up offside. And he goes. That's a tough one, because you got the first down there. What? For a veteran guy, that's a real tough. And look at that penalty yardage. Stark contrast there. Edmonton has been very sloppy.
We'll see here. We're being told that the league's taking a look at it. Because there's a member of the BC, that's what I thought. The BC Lion edge rusher jumped early. And now we're being told the league's taking a look at it to see if maybe these are offsetting penalties here.
We're going to kind of look at the top kind of, I think it's right here is what we're thinking.
On the previous play, there were 2 fouls. Offside.
That's the most blatant penalty I've seen. I don't know how we missed it.
On the previous play, there were 2 fouls. Offside, Edmonton number 3. Defensive offside, BC number 9. We're going to replay 2nd down from the previous line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Dustin, you saw it.
I saw it. I thought that was what the penalty was. I didn't see the MAC part of it.
I mean, that was clearly offside as well. I mean, both penalties were legit.
So, yada, yada, yada. It's 2nd and 8.
And we're back.
Fajardo waiting in the gun. Rankin to his left. That is batted down by Williams, who I believe was the guy who was offside the play before. So a little redemption there for Deontay Williams.
Yeah, you're going to see him at the top of the screen right here. Okay, and they're bringing everybody. Rankin takes the inside guy, which is Haggerty, and that is the free hitter, as I like to call it. Williams does a good job getting his hands up.
Jaden Williams, Jermaine Jackson back to return this kick for BC. Julian stands on his own 44. Not much of a wind here. And he'll send this one up end over end, and that'll be taken right at the 5 by Jackson. And he's wrapped up immediately. Now the Dogs here, though, they've had a wonderful Friday night. And they're set for a great finish. Just over 6 minutes to go. This drive starts on the 5 for the BC Lions, and a quick hitter on the out to Mayala.
I'll tell you what I do like right now. If you're a CFL fan or an Edmonton fan, the side opposite of the camera, which is right in front of us, is decently filled tonight.
It's pretty packed tonight
in Edmonton. And they're getting pretty loud right now. They're getting pretty loud.
Trying to get behind this defense. Some threat of some storms. Are we up there?
I think we're up there.
Right at the top of your screen, everybody. There we are.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. All right, this is a 2nd and 3. They'll move Horvath up. Trying to push him over the top. Pushing it ahead.
What am I missing here?
And that's going to be 3rd down.
Dustin, help me out. What am I missing?
To be honest with you, man, I don't know what that was about.
It was a long 3. I guess, you know, they got enough to do it again, but...
Yeah, this was not... Yeah, this was 3 yards. And this decided to try to push it ahead. Now I guess they'll do it again.
And it's a long one here.
Horvath steps up. Trying to push it ahead, goes over the top and breaks through. Would not be denied, and it's a 1st down for the BC Lions.
Horvath's on a mission right now. I thought he got stopped there for a sec, but a 2nd effort and then 3rd effort on top of that.
Shades of Tommy Stevens.
Tommy Stevens
with the Riders there.
He's the GOAT at this right now. Look, big hit there, stays up. There's your 3rd effort. The Tommy Stevens, Mark Mueller 4-minute offense is really spectacular to watch.
Taking the lead by storm.
Yeah, I really enjoy what they're doing when that kind of kill the game offense comes out there.
BC not in a spot to kill this game. They're trying to keep it alive, trailing by a couple. Just over 4 to go. Elks send forward. Bryce gets it away, and that is incomplete. J.J. Ross had a beat on that one, but couldn't get there.
Dustin, forgive me here. There's just, because of the 4 interceptions, it felt like there was going to be potentially number 5. You know, I'm just not sure what we're seeing here. I get that that's there, but we're a bit late, and it's not a great run route, I should say. We slip out of it.
It looked like J.J. Ross had actually overran it trying to get back to the defender. If he'd just gone straight back,
yes,
he would have had it, and that would have been 6 the other way.
I'm a little nervous right there.
2nd and 10. Bryce gets this one away, and that is broken up by J.J. Ross. Now I wonder if they will throw a flag here, a challenge flag. Did he arrive on the back ever so slightly early?
I didn't think so, but we're going to see it here. So this is where we're looking. Top of the screen here. It's just kind of a sit route. 5-yard hitch. We're kind of floating in there. We're sitting on it. Ooh. A little earlier than I thought.
They are going to challenge it. I only bring this up because we've seen this a couple of times over the last few weeks. And I think the results have actually both gone in opposite directions. So we'll see how this one plays out.
Some of this stuff gets so gray for me.
This is one of those, right?
BC's challenging the previous play. They believe there was defensive pass interference on their receiver number 29. The play will be reviewed.
So we'll give you a few more looks at this.
Like, it looks clean from that side, but on this view here,
to me, it looks like there was contact a little bit early.
Yes.
How much did it stop him from still being able to catch this ball anyway? Like I said, the last couple of weeks, we've seen a couple of these similar plays, and I believe one was said that it was pass interference, and the other one they said it wasn't.
What's funny is I think Ross was expecting the ball to be thrown inside, and it's like inaccurate that it kind of jammed him up.
Let's get the call.
Upon review by the replay center, defensive pass interference, Edmonton number 29, a 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
3.5 minutes to go. BC down by 2, and they'll get a fresh set of downs after the challenge successful for Buck Pierce.
Yeah, that's a pretty big break there. Even getting 10 yards, just...
So you need to get into field goal range, right?
Yes.
Bryce goes over the middle. He's got Hatcher, and that should be enough for another BC first down. That'll go for 11 into the hands of Hatcher. That puts him over 80. If his long this season, though, is 43, and he has not attempted a field goal from outside of 50 yet this year.
Yep.
All things to keep in mind as this drive rolls on.
Thus far, the ball has definitely not jumped off his foot on some of the extra points. So they got a long way to go still.
Lions have outscored the Elks 10-0 here in the fourth quarter. Bryce gets it away. First tackle doesn't work. Second one will come in and help as Poisson is wrapped up after a gain of about a yard.
This next play here is where Chase Bryce can kind of change the narrative of how he played. Obviously, you're under 3 minutes. You're down 2. You're at your own 40, and it's 2nd and 9 now. You make a big play in this moment and lead a field goal drive. Those 4 picks get forgotten very quickly.
Now, all they care about is the one in the win column, if he can get it done. Another tight one here in the Canadian Football League to start this season. 2nd and 9 for Bryce. Elks will send 5. Goes right over the middle, and it's broken up. Was looking for McInnes, who wants a flag. Not gonna get it. Cordell Jackson locking him up.
I'll say this, Dustin. We talked about the beginning of the game, but Cordell Jackson is second in the league in lowest completion percentage. This is man coverage. So you see McInnes, series number 18. He's going against Cordell. Like, that's not a PI. There's no world where that's a PI. And I get it's a backup situation, but you got to know matchups. The motion should have told you it was man coverage. They're challenging it. I don't know about this challenge.
Well, they're going to roll this back for a PI challenge, too. Buck's going to say he grabbed his shirt. We'll have to get a look at it much, much closer.
And again, talk about this being a student of the game. When you see man coverage, I'm just not going after.
BC is challenging the previous play for defensive pass interference. The play will be reviewed.
You're not attacking Cordell Jackson.
He's second in the league.
Yeah.
No, there's no world. Like, I get that there's a small jersey, at least for me. McInnes initiates the original contact.
Looking at it from this way, you would not know if he grabbed that jersey or not. You know, like, it did not impact McInnes in any fashion.
And that's the thing, even with the jersey, like on the earlier one, there was an impact, or I say a slingshot, when sometimes the defenders look at slick and they grab the hip, you can clearly see the body move. McInnes there is not affected.
Just one catch in this game for McInnes. Here's the call, it's a big one.
Upon review, the ruling on the field stands. BC has charged a timeout, and they're out of challenge. Third down.
Cordell Jackson loves it. And Sean White will have to wait. The Lions will kick this away and play defense with 2.5 left on the game clock. Javon Leak lurking back at his own 20. Meyer gets it away cleanly. Leak backed up to his 15. 54-yard kick. And Leak goes up and is taken down right around the 25. And Justin Rankin has had the ball on the ground 6 times in this game. They've stopped him. Do you think they should have stuck with him a little bit more? Just, you're not getting anything, try something else.
Yeah, I think just because it's been twice against this team, try something else. And Dustin, I'll say right now, you know, I call it 4-minute mode, but when you're in the bleed the clock mode, right now you want easy completions, high percentage throws, and obviously running the football and ball security. You want to snap the ball with around 4 seconds left on the play clock.
Let that clock tick down. They'll go to Rankin. Initial contact in the backfield, but he breaks it, pushing it ahead, still going, and that is a first down. His longest run of the night. And it was not an easy one, was it?
Dustin, this is crazy. This is crazy. I know the numbers have been big. This should have been a TFL, tackle for loss. There's one guy. There's two. Okay, we're still bouncing around. Look at that shake. The dude got him. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? If you're Mike Benavides, you got to be scratching your head like you're joking. We could have had him in second and long, getting the ball back potentially. Instead, it's 1st and 10, and you're moving the ball.
He told us this week that if I can make people miss in a phone booth in the IFL, I can make people miss on a field this large, and that's what he just did. Now Fajardo throws it, and that one misses. Cephas, Cody knows it. It was behind him. Cephas reached back, and now it's a 2nd and 10 with 1:50 left.
It's a massive miss. It's a massive miss because Cephas has a lot of room to run. Again, we say high percentage throws. Okay, little play action to Rankin. This is one that should be easily completed. And the clock stops. And again, I know it's a short play clock, but in games like this, every second matters still. I don't care it's only 20 seconds. Trust me when I say that thing's ticking.
That's a first down if he puts that ball just ahead of him. Instead, it's a 2nd and 10. Pressure in Fajardo's face, hammered as he throws. Has a completion on the near sideline. Won't be enough for a first down as he went to Luther. It'll be a 3rd down, and Edmonton will have to kick it away with lots of time left on this clock.
Yeah, and we're going to watch Betts here just absolutely cook. Here he is right there. It's a one-on-one matchup. We take a little outside rush, slide underneath. 1, 2, 3. Psh. Kind of swipe the hands there. And you have a drop and then you lose a one-on-one at right tackle and you're punting the ball. You're relying on your defense here once again.
Just 3 points in the second half for Edmonton. Have not been able to finish off these Lions just yet. This kick will bounce at the 30. And then roll down inside the 25. It's a 44-yard kick. And Chase Bryce gets the ball back with 96 seconds on the clock. He He's 19 of 31 for 206 yards, a touchdown, and 4 interceptions. Edmonton's defense praised by my partner Luke here tonight. J.C. Sherritt's done some really good things.
I was just thinking, how does J.C. play this now? Does he bring heat? Does he sit back? Obviously, again, we talked about Sean White being a kicker for BC. It's a long way to go. So interesting what he dials up, J.C. Sherritt.
They need about 43 yards to get in field goal range for a long Sean White attempt. That won't help. Edmonton's got Bryce, and they will take him down. Malik Carney, his first sack, as an Elk couldn't have come at a better time.
And Dustin, he's at the top here. He's just working one-on-one against Allen, and he wins. And you saw this guy last year for the Riders. He's obviously Grey Cup champion, little bull rush. Pushes Allen into the backfield, slides off of it. It's a huge play, and that's why you go out and get a guy like Malik Carney in the offseason for moments like that.
Team leading 16 quarterback pressures coming into the game. Didn't have a sack, has one now. Here's Bryce. Down the field, finds McInnes. First down, BC. And Bryce gets it done. Silences the crowd here at Commonwealth. It goes for 19.
That one shocked me a little bit, and I put a lot of, tip your cap to Bryce, but also McInnes here coming back to this ball, kind of getting underneath the Blanco. And we got some action here with 1:05 left.
We've got an injured Elk defender, second time in the game that Tamari Fox has been down, and they're going to stretch him out before helping him up and taking him off the field. Let's give us time to look at that last Chase Bryce completion, his 20th of the ball game. Just the second catch of the night for McInnes on 8 targets. Ended up going for a total of 20 yards, but it keeps him alive.
Yeah, that was nothing too wild as far as the route goes, but the concept opened up. Bryce hit it on time. What do you think the yard line is, Dustin, where Buck Pierce would feel comfortable having Sean White kick? Not like, hey, this is a hope and a prayer.
I know the career line's 55, so we're saying target line's 48. I think he probably wants to get to the 40 to feel comfortable about it. And that would still be Sean's longest of the year. His longest so far is just 43 yards. So a little bit of work left to do. White warms up on the sideline. Possible game winner in the future. This one down the field, trying to find McInnes. Kobe Williams was there to make sure he couldn't get to it cleanly.
Certainly taking shots. There's a little bit of pressure here first. Going to run this thing. You're just going to see 4-man rush. They run a little twist, and Malik Carney's giving him everything they can handle right now. It's a heck of a play by Williams there. Again, I thought it was nice and clean. Gets a hand on a great pass breakup.
Big 2nd and 10. The crowd at Commonwealth to their feet here on Friday Night Football. Edmonton sends a house. Bryce under pressure, trying to escape. They got him! Edmonton's defense gets it done. Jabome.
Dustin, we talked about what J.C. Sherritt would do. So what does he do? He brings everyone. You're going to see him at the top of the screen. It's a free hitter. We don't have enough. You bring 7, they have 6 blockers. You bring 7, they have 6 blockers. And he gets Chase Bryce there. Again, ideally, you need to get that ball out quick. And now go to 3rd and forever. Tip your cap to the defensive coordinator, J.C. Sherritt, dialing up the right play call there.
3rd and 18. This time Edmonton just sends 4. Bryce down the field, broken up. Elks defense finishes it.
We'll have to watch this one back. I thought for a second there was a chance to catch this ball.
Here's another look.
Tougher than I thought.
Looking for Mayala. Jalen Garnes over the top. Incomplete. And it'll be victory formation for your guy, Cody Fajardo.
Cody Fajardo. Not exactly how he wanted this game to go, but another W. Uh-oh, we got a penalty flag. Oh, just thought he dropped the laundry there.
That'll do it. They don't need to take another snap.
Yes.
We'll run this clock down. And Cody Fajardo told us earlier this week that they don't care how they win football games. It's that they find a way to win football games. And they move into first place in the West with a 5-1 record.